For my work experience, I've been working mainly with a pediatrician named Jen McPherson. I've been able to sit in with all of her patients and observe what she is doing. I also got to visit the Children's Hospital, which was an amazing experience to see how everything worked there. Jen also works at the Sheldon Kennedy Advocacy Center, which was very interesting to visit. I got to sit in and listen to a meeting between four of the doctors there, talking about new medicines and treatments that people are trying. When I visited the hospital, I got to walk around and talk to one of the third-year residents there, which was awesome, and she answered all my questions about what programs to take and what med school was like, which was nice to hear from someone that is going through the program right now. My aha moment from my work experience would be about a 14-year-old girl who has a condition called VACTERL. VACTERL stands for vertebral defects, imperforate anus, cardiac defects, tracheoesophageal fistula, renal anomalies, and limb abnormalities. People who are diagnosed typically have three of these abnormalities. The girl I saw had tracheoesophageal fistula. The esophagus is the tube that carries food from the mouth to the stomach. The trachea is the tube that carries air in and out of the lungs. Basically, tracheoesophageal fistula is when there is an abnormal connection between the upper part of the esophagus and the trachea. She also has an imperforate anus. That condition is where the anus isn't present. Usually a physician can make an obvious visual diagnosis of the anal aesthesia right after birth. Immediately after the diagnosis is made, a surgical incision is made in the large intestine to make a temporary opening, a colostomy, in the abdomen where the waste is excreted. She still has to use a cecostomy tube. A cecostomy tube is a thin, soft plastic tube that is put into your large bowel through a tiny hole in your abdomen. The C tube allows you to put flushing solution directly into your bowel. She also has vesicouretal reflux. This is to do with your kidneys. Your kidneys produce urine that flow down to your bladder through a thin tubes called ureters. Instead of the bladder muscles contracting and the valves opening, the urine is pushed back through the tubes into the kidneys. Even after going through all this, she's still playing soccer and dancing. It was very inspiring to see. Even after everything she went through, she didn't let it slow her down, even though she has to make major life adjustments. She has gone through several surgeries with major scars, and she's only 14. She is also on a catheter that she uses once a day before sports. She plays elite level soccer and does not let her condition slow her down, which I think is very motivating. She will have to live with this condition for the rest of her life, and her attitude and positivity is very inspiring.